Holy Spirit taught me a lesson today. I was about to skip my devotion, but then kept on prompting me to. So I stood up and he asked me to study the book of Proverbs 1. Then when we get to Proverbs 7, where it was talking about the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and discipline. He said I should pick out the word discipline. I had to check what discipline is. He said discipline is a controlled behavior, self-control, and enforced compliance of obtaining obedience and enforced compliance. Now, there is a way you were living your life before, to the point where you now decided that, okay, this is how I want to start living my life. So at that point, there has to be an enforced compliance. If your body and your nature must obey to this new pattern that you're about to start, there must be an enforcement. So this enforcement is when you're tired, what do you do then? You stand up and do what you're supposed to do. Because when you allow that spirit of tiredness to take over you, once you allow it the first day, the next day it comes in again, and you allow it. The next day it comes in again, you allow it. Before you know it, you're no longer walking in this new you or this new pattern that you have decided to walk in. That's why you see people rise and fall, rise and fall, rise and fall, because of lack of discipline. So for you to obtain obedience, there should be an enforcement from who you used to be to who you want to be now. So you have to enforce it, otherwise it will not happen. It will not happen. You fear God and you want to change the whole world. Now your problem is not about fearing God. We have lots of people that fear God and they do the things of God, but they lack discipline. Discipline is what brings about the results that you want to see, the changes that you want to see. And it's discipline that brings about that. Because if you don't stay disciplined in acquiring wisdom and knowledge, how then do you become relevant in your field? There are lots of Christians that are obsolete today because they have refused to apply discipline in their study, in their walk with God. They have become obsolete. They are not relevant in this generation that we are in. There are certain skills that you need to acquire in this generation that we are in for you to be able to win souls for God. There are certain skills that you have to acquire for you to be able to reach out to the world. Let's say you want to go for evangelism. There are lots of people you cannot meet anymore on the streets. You cannot see them on the streets. There are some calibers of people that you can never meet on the streets, but they are online. So wisdom helps you to know that this is where these people are now. So we have to take the gospel to them on this platform. Discipline helps you to stay relevant. Keep searching for the knowledge that is relevant for today. The Holy Spirit said you have to enforce this new you. Enforce this new you to stay disciplined in the place of study, discipline in your place of devotion, discipline in your place of the word, discipline in your place of worship, discipline in that which you are doing. If you're not disciplined, you won't get the desired results. Today you say you want to become a public speaker, and you start working 1 month, 2 months, the next month, nobody's seeing you anymore. You lack discipline. It's not that you don't have those potentials on your inside, but because you lack discipline. So the Holy Spirit said, Grace, enforce discipline. Though you are tired, enforce discipline. Though you've overworked yourself, enforce discipline. because that is the trick of the devil, to keep you down. If the devil manages to keep you down so you cannot do the things that you have planned to do, then he has gotten you. So your anchor today should be discipline in your field, in your walk with God. Apply discipline. God bless you.